So I just made this video already. Cool. So, 3 Balisongs I don't flip anymore. Balisong Trainers I don't flip anymore. We got the Volp, the Polaris, and the Zenith. Let's talk about each of them. I already made this video, but I didn't hit record, so hopefully it's recording this time. The Volp by Will Hirsch and Nabalis. Nabalis. I don't know how you say that. So, why don't I flip this one anymore? Frankly, it is super slippery, and the tuning has gone to poo, and I already Loctited these screws, and I'm too lazy to unloctite them. So, that's like, one of the reasons why I don't flip it anymore is because I'm too lazy to get the tune. But even just doing that, like, that was really hard in there. I forgot how hard the ice pick hits on these. Dang. That's weird. I just, remembered how much that was hitting before. Okay, so, back to this, but, that's another reason. It feels hard when it hits on the ice pick. Dang, yeah, that doesn't smack as hard. So that's another negative on the Volp. It smacks hard on the ice pick grab. But yeah, so the Volp, why you should buy it, let's go there. You should buy it because it supports Will Hirsch, and he's a cool creator, and he got a lot of people into Balisongs, myself included. So that's why you should buy a Volp. That's why I bought a Volp. And I think it's a great option from that standpoint. It supports Will Hirsch. Many ways to support Will Hirsch, like buying t-shirts on his website, buying the Volp Pro, or any other way. Like he's got the Machine Wise link, so you could buy a Machine Wise product and support Will. But I think that's the main reason why you should be buying a Volp in 2024 is that it supports Will. It's got the cool little Will Hirsch box logo. Otherwise, I think there's a lot of videos that have described different pain points with it. I think my biggest pain point is it's super slippery. That being said, there's tons of people who have learned how to do crazy tricks on this, so I don't think is going to be an ultimate impedance to being really good at flipping. I think it's just what are you willing to tolerate and put up with. There are better options out there for the price point. Ultimately, when you're buying it, you should understand you're supporting Will. So it's not just the Balisong and the ultimate quality of it, but also being able to support your man Will. So that's cool. Will and Brandon. Let's not forget about Brandon. Next one. Balisong Flipping's Polaris. So this one, just from the start, I never spent very much time with it because the hardware broke on me, which was the weirdest thing, and I guess technically this was a blemished one. But yeah, as you can see, we've got some semi-party pivots going on here. I took a bolt screw, whatever, from a Volp and put it in here to fix that problem. But yeah, the black screw that was in this pivot just broke inside there. So that was a weird experience because I haven't had that happen on any of my other Balisongs. And yeah, I think it just kind of goes to the general quality of these. But from there, I've seen a lot of people do great stuff with this. So if you've got one and you haven't had that issue, good, glad you haven't had that problem. I think the design of this is pretty cool. I like the hole patterns, and it's generally pretty grippy. It's also 7000 series aluminum, but it's got this weird coating that I think is like a paint. First off, I love the color and the shininess to it, but with that, it makes it feel and sound a little plasticky. The Volp. I don't know. To me, this just has more of a plasticky tone to it when I'm flipping it, and I don't even have a plastic Balisong, so what do I know? Nice. The ice pick doesn't hurt as much as the Volp's ice pick does. That was really weird. I can't. I remember when I first got the Volp and how much it would just make me sore right in here, and then just doing that now, when it just whacked me right there, I was like, oh dang, that's right. It did have a tendency to want to whack me more for some reason. To whack me off more. So yeah, the Polaris just didn't agree with me from the start. and the balance just felt weird to me, and that pivot breaking was just kind of like a sour taste in my mouth. So that is why I don't really flip the Polaris much anymore. It doesn't fit my preferences. So, number 3, the Zenith. The Zenith I do not flip anymore. Again, kind of the same as the Polaris. It just doesn't fit my preferences for flipping. It is an interesting one, and of the 3, it's the one that I think I would, like, probably come back to and try to visit some more. My biggest issue with the Zenith, though, is that I like to do fans a lot, and kind of like this, I call it a ricochet pivot, or a ricochet fan. I'm not sure if that's what it's technically called, but just kind of going back and forth, and you can see it's fighting me quite a bit. My nicer Balisongs, of which I have plentiful. Let's grab the Voltaic. So like the Voltaic doesn't want to fight me. It just wants to do what I want. And when I do that ricochet fan, it ricochets nicely. With the Zenith, I have to fight that momentum back, and it is felt a lot more in like your tiny little hand muscles there when I'm trying to do that ricochet fan. So I have no idea if that's what it's called, but that's why I don't like it, because that's like one of my tricks. That's one of the ones that I do because I'm real basic. So when I picked this one back up, though, it was the one where I was like, I really like it. I like it on the feels. I like it on the design. A lot of people like to gripe about the pattern design on this. I like it a lot. I think it adds great grip. I like these 2 little speed channels on here. I think it adds great grip. And of the 3, this one has the best feeling on the handles. It does have the weirdest weight, though, which is good and bad. It's very like heavy at the ends. It's just an interesting one. That's why it's my favorite, because it's the most different, and it's the funnest, if you ask me, and it allows you to do some nice tricks. So again, like, considering the Zenith, definitely try it out if you've got $70 to burn. I think they're $70. Might only be 60. I think they just released some new ones again, or did like a restock too. So in any case, yeah, this one's super, super fun. It just hangs out in my drawer most of the time. And like, you might be like, oh, John, you've got 3 trainers and they just hang out in your drawer. Yeah, like when I've got knives like a Frankenforge Voltaic at my disposal, it's what I want to flip. When I've got a Seraph at my disposal, it's what I want to flip over these guys. Like these 2 alone, along with the stupid amount of others that I have, like each one of these knives here, and this isn't even all of them, I'm missing 2 or 3, flip so much better than these. And it's so much differently better that it's just not, it's not as much fun to work on these. Now, what I do like about these is I don't mind dropping these, whereas when I'm flipping some of these ones, $500 plus knives, I don't really want to be dropping those. Also, notice the Band-Aid. The Gaboon is a biter. The Gaboon is a scary one to work on. So what are the 2 trainers that I still flip? Prisma and Prisma Pro. I think these are the best value you can get out of a trainer, and I would buy them again and again and again. Let's start with the Prisma. This is a Menagerie Prisma, and I gotta say, $80 for a Prisma. You're gonna tell me you don't want to just spend the $20-$30 more for a Prisma over the Volt, and guess what? You can use a Will Hirsch Gay discount code, get a discount on it, and you're still supporting Will. So there you go. I don't know how much more it supports Will, or if it supports him more than buying the Volt. It's just a different way to support him if that's your ultimate objective, because I think that's a cool objective. And you get a discount either which way, so that's cool. That's great. Well, I don't know if you get a discount on the Volt, but you get a discount on the Prisma. So getting a little dry. Let's go to the Prisma Pro. Prisma Pro. This is another great one. 70-75 aluminum. This one's 60-61 aluminum. Way grippier than the Volp, all right? The Prisma, way grippier than the Volp. Just is. Prisma Pro, 7075 aluminum, and again, just a dream to flip on. In the menagerie, $100 in the menagerie for a Prisma Pro. That is crazy value. Biggest downside to buying the Machine-Wise Menage. The biggest downside to buying the Machine-Wise Menagerie, say that 3 times fast, is that it's not always available. You gotta wait for those drops to occur. So now that people are starting to see that you can get these for such great value, they're going a lot faster. So you gotta be following Machine-Wise's Instagram to be ready for those drops and get these great deals. So the other thing with 7075 aluminum, why it's better than 6061, when you drop it, it's going to be a little bit more durable. They can take the dings and dents. So that's why 6061, bad. But the thing with 6061 on the Volp specifically is, however they finished it just made it real slippery. The Prisma is way grippier. They've got this, textured pattern all the way through. These little divots here, which take extra machining work, you can feel it better. And then whatever the finish they did on it, which wasn't this kind of like, I don't know, it's like a satiny, I don't know if they call it bead blast, but this has a much more like satin-like texture, whereas this, you feel more of the aluminum. So, yeah. Machine-wise, just dominates, if you ask me. And if you want to get a trainer, either the Prisma or Prisma Pro is the way to go, especially in the menagerie variants. Call me a simp. Use the Will Hirsch Gay code on those and get a discount. Of these 3, the one that I would keep, if I was going to keep them, would be the Zenith. The Zenith is my choice because it's the most interesting, if you ask me, and I enjoy it the most. It fits my preferences. Now, if you have a Volp or a Polaris, that is cool. I hope you learn really great things, and you probably flip better than me. So, what does my opinion matter anyway? If you want to buy either of these, know that there are better options available. But if your objective is to support either one of these creators, Balisong Flipping or Will Hirsch, then you should buy one, because that's a direct way to support a creator you enjoy. And they're both, creators that the community enjoys content from. And that's why people enjoy them, and generally speaking, don't just say, oh, the Volp is a big piece of shit and fuck that. I do hear people dishing out on the Polaris a bit more. I think reason being is, some controversies in the past, and it's easy to, target an individual with some greater flaws, whereas Will, I don't think has faced any major controversies other than not receiving enough flack for the giant piece of shit that the Volp is. It's not a giant piece of shit. It's fine, guys. I think if this was your first Balisong, you're going to go really far with it. And it also gives you the opportunity to learn how to tune. Oh, speaking of tuning, I forgot to bring this up because I shot this video already, and I'm re-recording this because I didn't hit record the first time. The Volp comes with some hardware, including this cool little pivot driver bit thing. The downside being the bit sucks, and it's all bent and not good anymore. But the pivot tool is great because you can use it to align your pivot and keep everything in. So that's another advantage to the Volp, is it kind of gives you that entry into tuning your Balisong and learning how to maintain it, which is one of the main selling points I often see anymore, is that you can learn how to maintain your Balisong, and that's all true, and I think that's really cool. You're probably better off just investing in a nice bit and pivot tool. But that being said, if you're a beginner and just learning this stuff, it's great to have it all in one package. So thank you for that, William. What else do we need to cover? Did we cover it all? Yeah, I want to give this away because I just hit 500 subscribers. So if we've made it to that end, comment down below that you want this thing, and I'm going to figure out how we can do some sort of a giveaway, because no one really makes it this far. No one really cares to get a giveaway. I'd have to put it in the title or something, but I'm not a sellout, so yeah. See, look, you guys could learn thumb rollovers and fucking aerial ice picks. God damn, this is cool. Alright, there you go. Hopefully I recorded this time.